Feet are hip width apart. Scoop your low belly up and in, engage your abdominal muscles, and then lift halfway up, pike position. Fingertips rest on knees or shins. Shoulder blades come down the back as you gently tuck the chin to lengthen the neck. As you exhale next time, bow forward, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, send your hips way back, straighten the spine. Use the legs, press to standing. Let the arms come overhead, palms together. Mountain pose, exhale and bow forward to forward fold, drawing your hands through your center line to Uttanasana. Then inhale to rise up halfway. Exhale to fold. Step your left foot back. Bring your right foot in between your hands. Feel free to use your blocks here. Back knee drops down. Back toes are uncurled. Front knee is right over the ankle. Inhale, lift off the thigh to reach the arms overhead. Knee down lunge. Anjaneyasana. Now root the front foot down. Press the inside of the front knee toward the top of the mat as you root the back knee down and drop your tail. As you inhale, expand up into the hands and the fingertips. As you exhale, let your tail sink, let your hips sink, but don't lose the length in the spine, don't lose the length in your arms. Take 2 more breaths. Hopefully you're feeling a nice quad stretch in the left leg and a nice opening to the left hip flexor. Now breathe in. As you exhale, bow forward, bring your hands to either side of the front foot. Curl your back toes under. Lift the back knee to low lunge. See if you can open the heart a little bit in front and draw the shoulder blades in and down on the back as you gently tuck the chin to lengthen the neck. Root out through the back heel. Take a breath in. As you exhale, step back to plank. Now we'll try Chaturanga today. You can do this on your knees, or you could keep the knees lifted. First, we drift our heart forward and then begin to lower down. So the elbows stay right over the wrist, elbows right next to the body, come all the way onto your belly. Bring your chin to the mat and lengthen your arms along your sides. Turn the palms down and bring the arms as close to your body as you can. Now tip the head forward so you're on your mouth or your forehead and the neck is long. Press your hands down, press your pubic bone down. Inhale, lift the legs off the floor. Lengthen out through the toes as you lift. This is half locust pose. You could stay here in stillness, or you could begin to bring your toes apart and then back together. Apart and back together. Little deeper strengthening to the glutes, to the hip rotators, the deep muscles inside your hips. This helps stabilize the sacrum, stabilize the pelvis. Now we'll meet back in stillness, legs lifting for one more breath in. Then exhale, release your legs to the floor. Turn your head to either side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and sigh it out. Turn your head to the other side. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Then bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale up onto your hands and knees. Exhale back to downward dog. Breathe in as you bend the knees. Look at the top of the mat. Exhale to jump or step the feet to the hands. Forward fold. Feet are under the hips. Inhale, rise to halfway. Pike position. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise to standing. Let the arms come overhead, palms together. Exhale, bow forward, drawing your hands through your center line to forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back. Bring your left foot in between your hands. Drop the back knee, uncurl the toes. Front ankle is under the knee. Inhale, rise off the thigh to knee down lunge. Now from here, root the front foot down. Press the inside of the front knee toward the top of the mat as you root through the back knee. Let your tail drop down. Inhale, expand up into the arms and the fingertips. Exhale and sink a little deeper. 2 more breaths. Opening the right hip flexor, stretching the right quad. Breathe in. Exhale, bow forward, hands come to either side of the front foot. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee to low lunge. Lengthen heel to crown as you breathe in. As you breathe out, step back to plank. Breathe in here as you drift the heart forward, lower down, elbows over wrists. Elbows are right next to you. Come all the way onto the belly. Hopefully you landed with your wrists under your elbows. If not, make an adjustment. Tuck your tail, root your pubic bone down. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, lift chin and chest to low cobra. Hug the elbows in. Shoulder blades down and in, lengthen the back of the neck. So we're really strengthening the upper back here. Rotate the inner thighs towards each other. 2 more breaths. Exhale and come back down onto the floor. Inhale up onto your hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. As you inhale, bend the knees, look at the top of the mat. As you exhale, jump or step the feet to the hands to come to forward fold. As you inhale, rise up halfway. As you exhale, fold. As you inhale, press to standing. Reach the arms overhead, palms together, Tadasana. Exhale, palms to the heart. Pause for a moment. Let all of the parts of you catch up to the present moment. Body, breath, mind. What do you feel right now? Then let your hands release to your side. Step to the middle of your mat and turn to the side. Bring your feet wide. Feet are parallel to each other. You might want to have a block within reach here. As you inhale, sweep your arms out to a T. As you exhale, hinge at the hips to bow forward to wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. This is where you might like to use a block to bring the floor a little closer to your hands. Now bend your left knee and let your hips drop back. So you're in a pike position. The spine is parallel to the floor. The right leg is straight. Little tuck to the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. Hands are right underneath of the shoulders. From here, begin to walk your hands around to frame the left foot as you turn both your feet to the short edge of your mat. Now we're in a low lunge. Drop the back knee, uncurl the back toes. Inhale, rise up to knee down lunge. The left front foot is forward, right foot is back. Exhale, bow forward, hands to either side of the front foot. Curl the back toes under, press back up to low lunge. Drop the back heel, root through the front foot and the back heel. Inhale to windmill your hands up to warrior two. Arms are parallel to the floor, palms down. Front knee is right over the ankle. Tail drops down, top of the head lifts up. Lift the sternum toward the base of the skull. And breathe. 2 more breaths. Virabhadrasana 2. The next time you inhale, straighten the bent knee, bring the palms together overhead, turn your toes in so they come back to being parallel with each other. Take one more breath in here to reach the fingertips up. As you exhale, bring your arms to a T, 5-pointed star, palms face forward. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, bow forward, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. From here, walk your hands over toward the right foot as you bend the right knee. So the hips just drop back enough to bring the spine parallel to the floor. Little tuck to the chin so the neck's in line with the spine. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Strengthening the legs here. Now walk your hands around to frame the right foot as you turn your toes toward the other edge of your mat, the other short edge of your mat. Now we're in a low lunge. Drop the back knee, uncurl the back toes. As you inhale, lift up to knee down lunge. Arms reach overhead. Front knee is over the ankle. Breathe in. Exhale, bow forward. Hands come to either side of the front foot. Lift the back knee back up to low lunge. Now drop the back heel, root through the front foot and the back heel. As you inhale, windmill the hands up and over to warrior two. Adjust your stance if you need to. Keep rooting through the back heel and the front foot as you drop the tail, lift through the crown. Sternum goes up toward the base of the skull. Breathe. Now inhale, straighten the front knee, palms come together overhead, turn the right toes in. Feet are parallel to each other. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, arms down to a T, 5-pointed star. Palms face forward. Now turn your heels in just a little bit. Breathe in. As you exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, come to goddess pose. Actively tuck your tail under to protect the low back. Track your knees down the centers of your feet. Inhale, back up to 5-pointed star. Exhale, sink, goddess pose. 3 more times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink. Rise up. Sink. 1 more time. We'll meet together in 5-pointed star. Release the arms to your sides. You turn your feet parallel to each other, and you have 2 choices here. You could heel toe your feet to hip width apart, or you could jump them together. Step back to the top of your mat. Bring your feet hip width apart. Come to mountain pose. As you inhale, sweep the arms up and over. Bring the palms together. As you exhale, hinge at the hips to bow forward to forward fold. As you inhale, rise up halfway. As you exhale, fold. Now bring one knee and then the other down to your mat for table position. Begin to stir the hips, drift them forward, circle them back and around and forward. Working out any tension we may have created in our warrior sequence. Go both directions. Smoothing out the kinks and the creaks. Using gentle movement. Circle your way all the way back into a child's pose. Hips back to heels, forehead on the mat or a block. Then slide your hands under your shoulders to press yourself up and come to seated. We'll be heading into our inclined plank here. So if you think you might want the less intense version, do what we did at the beginning of class with the reverse table. That would be feet on the floor, hip width apart. If you'd like to try inclined plank, extend your legs out in front of you. Sit with a nice long spine. As you inhale, reach the right arm up. As you exhale, bring it back behind you, behind the shoulder. Fingers can face forward or backward, or you might come onto fists. Then inhale the left arm up and exhale it behind you. Make it match the other hand. Now, if your legs are extended, rotate your inner thighs together and down toward the floor as you point the toes. Tuck your tail. So the front of your thighs is going in and down, and the back of your body, your tail, is going up and toward the sky. Keep that locked in. As you inhale, lift the hips off the floor. If you're in the reverse table version, it's the same thing. Inner thighs go in and down, tail tucks under. Once you feel you have that nice and solid, lift the sternum up toward the base of the skull as you drop your lower front ribs down. Little tuck to the chin. Inclined plank or reverse table. 2 more breaths. If you can, feel free to release at any time. As you exhale, let your hips come down. Let the wave of letting go carry you on to your back. Let gravity cradle you to the earth. Let the earth receive you as you completely let go. What do you feel in the body after inclined plank or reverse table? Feel your heart beating in your chest. Notice the quality, the pace of your breath. See if you can watch your thoughts. Be present with your complete experience without holding on, without pushing it away. Then draw your knees into your chest. Rest one hand on each knee. Circle the knees apart and back together, apart and back together. Go both directions. Now we'll meet together with the knees falling to the sides. Reach down the insides of the knees and you could grab the shins, or you could walk the hands down to the ankles. Whole spine is on the floor. If you'd like a deeper stretch, grab the outsides of your feet. Draw them up and out to come to Happy Baby Ananda Balasana. The knees are heading toward the armpits, and still the whole spine is on the floor. You might rock a little bit side to side. If you want a little extra hamstring stretch here, you can straighten one leg and then the other, going back and forth. Release the pose. Let your feet come down to the floor.